Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Virginia Killmore, and welcome to my studio. I don't know about you, but this is the time of year I start dreaming about the summer and going to the beach, and I thought today's card should really reflect that dream-like state that we're all in. We want some warmth. So let's get started. Doesn't this remind you of the beach in the summer and the water? Oh, I can't wait for all that to come. Things are starting to change in my area. We're already maple syruping, but it's still a little bit cold. So I thought, let's make a beach card, put us in the mood, and sort of enjoy that. I have not used this set enough. I love this, and I love the name of the set. Friends are like seashells. So to do this card, we're going to be using Designer Series paper. And I can't remember the name of it, but I will find it as soon as I find the paper. Let's see. Sand and Sea. It's such a pretty paper. And I like having it. Look at all the colors it goes with. So we're going to be using this paper here. This is one side and that's on the other. I just thought it was such a pretty layout and really easy to do. So let's get this part put together and then we'll come back to making these little cutouts. So the first thing I need to do is take an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock that has been scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to take a piece of Seaside Spray. And that color is going to go away shortly. I'm so sad. I love this paper. We're getting close to the new catalog. It's coming out earlier this year. So we have to start thinking about that. And that means certain things are going away. And one of the things I tell people is if you like a certain paper or color, ink, make sure to get it now, because what happens is when they announce that everything is retiring, people buy out everything. And Seaside Spray is a color I use all the time. I'm going to really miss it. I hope they replace it with something nice. And then this piece just goes right across here. All your measurements are right there, and I always have them posted with the directions, you know, with the intro to the whole thing. So let's set that aside. And now we're going to cut our pieces. We need these 3 pieces. And I'm going to bring in my little mini machine because I think I can cut it all out of one piece. I just have to be careful to have enough for my sentiment. So I am taking these 2 cutouts from the set. And those are the only 2 I need, but I guess I need to stamp first. I sort of forgot that. You need to stamp them before you can. I'm missing the sand dollar. There it is. I'll just put it away. So I'm going to stamp that towards the edge. And then I'm going to stamp the starfish next. Don't want it too close because I want to be able to cut it out without damaging the other one, but I want to make sure that I have enough room for my sentiment. We'll do that next. I'm going to close this though because me and ink that's open is always a disaster. So our new little mini machine is great for your tabletop. If you have a small space, this is just perfect. And I like the fact that it comes with the directions of how to put your layers together. So for die cutting, you just need number 1 and 2 of number 2. I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to place this right on here. See if I do a good job cutting it. I think I need to turn it I don't know, didn't have a hard time at all with the first time. It just went in the right spot, but I'm noticing that this has different. I'm just going to keep turning it till I find the right spot. I think that might be it. Okay, that looks pretty good. And see this little notch? That's going to go right there. So I just need to notch it properly. Now the trick is to get that top, the clear top, on without disturbing the rest of it. And that's always the hardest part. And I already did move it. Now you could use washi tape, but I am determined to not let it move. So if it means I have to try it 3 or 4 times, that's what we're going to do. And then I just go ahead and run it through. The machine makes all kinds of cracking noises that flips people out, but it's really nothing. It's just part of the process. Put that away. I have it all cut. And now I'm going to do something kind of fun. I'm going to do some daubering. The daubering makes the edges look really nice. I'm going to take out the Sahara Sand ink and my Sahara Sand dauber. Now that's different than the brush that we used yesterday. Well, you can hear them working away on my new bathroom. A lot of my videos lately have lots of hammering. Tomorrow the plumber's coming in, and I'm hoping by the weekend I get to sit on a toilet, which would make me so happy. That seems like a crazy thing, doesn't it? Oh, the things that make me happy. So I'm just daubering the edges. If you've never daubered before, it's really a flicking situation. Some people like to dauber on a surface, but I like this because it really controls how dark you get. And you don't end up going into the center too much, though I am going to put a tiny bit there in that spot. And now I'm all set to do my sentiment on here. I'm going to get that on. I'm going to turn it. I want to make sure that we're going to fit this because I don't want to do all this and then find out it won't work. Yeah, it's got to be tilted a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? Just going to punch it out. I don't normally do that, but hopefully I'll be good. And if I'm not, we always have the emergency side. It's not bad. I'm just going to try it one more time to see if I like it better. So now I get to decide. Oh, I like this side better. Okay. I'm also going to dauber the edges of this. Now this is a little trickier to dauber because of that little notch, so you have to sort of turn your cardstock a little bit. Something's going on in that back room. I don't know if you can hear all that, but it sounds like they're killing an animal. They're so funny. Men at work. My son is so good. He came by today to help my husband with some lighting issues. So I'm so blessed to have both my sons nearby and my grandbaby and my daughter-in-law who I love dearly. Okay, so let's put this all together. So now the part that I love is this. This is actually that jute that we have that's very thin, but I'm just going to pull it apart. And you can get really wild and crazy with that. You just want it kind of loose, so it looks like it's been washed through the water. You know how you find stuff on the beach? I'm just going to lay that there, and I think what I'm going to do is use my tape runner, because tape runner is the best way to get anything to stick that's fabric. So now I've got that on there. And now I just need to put my little pieces on here. I like to sometimes curve my round things and my starfish, so I'm just taking and breaking the fibers a little bit of my paper just to give it a little extra shape. And then I can put my dimensionals on the back and get them put on here. And this card's almost done. Tomorrow I have a really quick and fun card to do. I hope you'll watch tomorrow. Okay, so let's put this first because we're going to set, this sort of sets off everything, and then everything goes around it. And I just got to decide how I want that little sand dollar to sit. Right there, and I think I'm going to put this next because then I can put the starfish wherever I feel is necessary. So I just want that, it's just ever so slightly touching. And then the last thing is the sand dollar, and I sort of want that touching both of them, I think. Yep, that's it. And now I'm going to bring it all together with some pearls. Pearls are so fun because they sort of remind you of the sea anyways. Put one right there. A smaller one right here, and a bigger one right over here. And there you have it. Today's card was not that hard to do and so fun with the Friends Are Like Seashells. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow when we make another card. That'll be Fast Friday, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please like and share it with your friends. I'm rounding the corner to 50 weeks of doing this. I never thought I'd get through the first week, and I'm so thankful for so many of you who watch this regularly and encourage me. It's not easy sometimes, but I'm so happy I get to do this and bring joy to some people in their lives right now, because I am so incredibly blessed that I have my family around me, and we've created a pod, and so we get to see each other. But I know so many of you don't get to see your family, and it's got to be tough. So hopefully I'm some kind of, simple distraction for you once in a while. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.